So I saw somewhere that you can make a whistle out of a carrot, and since I don't trust everything I see on the internet, I'm gonna test this out today. Now, I'm a little optimistic about this actually working. I've seen people make wood whistles before, and the design for the carrot whistle is pretty similar. I'm just not confident how well it will produce a sound, so that's why I'm making this video. Time to get some carrots. Now let's go make some whistles. As you can see, I have two sizes of carrots, baby carrots and long carrots. Now, if you'd like to recreate this experiment at home, I suggest you also have a knife, a cutting board, and a drill and drill bit. And I suggest also having multiple drill bits in case you have different sized carrots. Now, there are actually three different styles of whistles I'd like to create today. One's kind of like a standard whistle, another one like a recorder style whistle, and then finally a slide whistle. Now, as I'm creating these, they do kind of get more complicated as they go on, and they might sound less good as it goes on and progresses because there's just more variables and more parts. So we'll see that as we experiment today, but let's go ahead and get started with the first whistle. So what we're going to do is cut off the end of this carrot and then drill a hole in it. Now, if you're trying this from home, make sure to be careful, and if you're a kid, of course, have a parent help you. And then we're going to cut about halfway through the carrot, like this. And that's about a half an inch away from the end of the carrot. Then we're going to start about 2 inches away from that and cut at an angle like this and meet the end of that previous cut. And it should look like that. Now, if you blow into this right now, it should still not really make a sound, but that's because we need to do one more step and take one of our baby carrots, find one that fits well into the hole you just created. There we go. Then we're going to cut this to match the size of this section right here. And then the last step is to cut this little baby carrot that we just made in an angle about halfway through it. But like I said, it's kind of an angle, kind of like a slight angle like that. And then we're going to put this in here, so it should look like that. Just make sure that you put it in so that the angle goes up this way. All right, so now the moment of truth. Whoa. Yeah, that sounds a lot better than I was expecting it to. So now we're going to do our recorder style carrot, and we're going to basically do the exact same thing that we did last time, but this time we're going to make sure that our hole that we drilled through the center of the carrot gets far enough for us to drill holes from the top like this. So let's hear how it sounds. With 3 fingers, it sounds like this. And if we remove a finger, nope, wait. It's like a squealing sound. So this is 3 again. So it definitely doesn't sound as good as when I place all 3 fingers down. So yeah, as suspected, it's not as pleasant sounding as the first one. So the next thing that we're going to do is make the slide whistle. So what we need is a long, straight carrot, something that is thick enough for you to drill a hole all the way through it, like this. Oh, sorry, this. So then we're going to take another carrot and then slice it so that it's very thin, something like this. And this is going to be used as the stopper to manipulate the pitch, and then we just kind of like pull on this. So as you can see, it's the same basic shape that we've been working with before, but it's just hollowed out this time. So let's hear how it sounds just plugged without using the little slidey thing. So yeah, it's a pretty good sound. So with the little slidey thing, here's how it sounds. So it actually worked. You know, considering the last one didn't work too well, I didn't have very high hopes for this one, but as you can hear, it sounds pretty awesome. All right, so let's review. The first whistle worked really well. I was kind of surprised with how well it sounded, and I was actually able to recreate it a few times and make it sound even better. One thing that I noticed was that if you make the hole at the top a little bit smaller, like kind of make it as small as possible, it sounds a little better. Like if you leave it too open, it won't produce a good sound, but if it's kind of closed a little bit more, then it will sound better. Now the second whistle didn't sound too well. So why is that? It probably has to do with the way I created the holes and the spacing between them, the spacing from the big hole, and which just kind of leads me to the understanding that creating these carrots, these whistle carrots, aren't super easy. So if you're trying to do it at home, know that there is obviously a science to it to create a good sound and to actually produce a resonance within the chamber of the carrot. So if you're getting discouraged, it just probably takes a few times to get used to it. Experiment with placing the holes in different areas so that you can get the recorder carrot. And finally, the slide whistle. It actually worked pretty well. I was surprised by this one again. It was able to produce a pitch that you could actually manipulate with the little slidey thing. And yeah, so I was overall pleased with that one and kind of intrigued because you can actually make different pitches. It's not just the standard whistle. So that leads me to the understanding that you can actually make a song out of it. Future video, maybe. Anywho, if you were able to get anything out of this episode, maybe even create your own carrot whistle, please subscribe and be sure to ring that bell. All you have to do is click that button and it would mean so much to me. And feel free to leave a comment letting me know what other kind of instruments you'd like to see me do on Veggies. Thanks again for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.